What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got a Patreon request from a freaked weeb. Josuke and Crazy Diamond together on the same page. So yeah, let's go. Hope it's helpful, freaked. Hope you don't mind me calling you that. But landscape orientation page, use a pencil. Hit pause if I go too fast. And when I move my hand out of the way and stuff. So two characters, they're both in kind of 3/4 pose. They're not sort of head on, and it's kind of a close up on their face. So not the easiest drawn, but it's kind of cool. So well, Josuke and his standing Crazy Diamond are really cool anyway. So I guess the best place to start would be Josuke's hair, or at least the curve for that big hair of his. So center point of my page is approximately here. So we're just going to come over to the right a little bit, and his hair is just here, like a curved line, just up here, right? So it's like, so center point here, and his hair is a little higher, the line for his hair on my page, okay? So I would say I'll put a dot just here, and like there, okay? I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. There and there. Okay, and these are like joined together with a curved line, right? Just over here on the right hand side, leaving enough room for Crazy Diamond, right? So we're going to try and curve this line, right? Curve it down. Curving up all the way to there. So we're trying to up like so. Okay, so just like a big curvy line, right? Just like a big smiley mouth. Kind of just all along here. Okay. So his eyes are just in underneath that, right? So one eye is kind of slightly covered on this side, the left eye. You know, his hair is like, he's frowning heavily, so his hair is like covering some of his eye. The left eye, just there. But the other one, we can see the full eye on this hand side, so we'll draw that one first. So, up, just here. Leave enough room for his eyebrow, just leave a bit of a gap between the hair. And then this curves down, back up, and then down the back, just here. And you can thicken it up a little bit, and add some eyelashes, you know, because it's JoJo, so all the characters really have long eyelashes like that. And the bottom eyelid just here, like this kind of thing. Again, you can make it slightly thicker, like so, and then add some eyelashes, like that. So we have basically where his hair is, just to place everything, and then we're starting with this right eye, right, just underneath here. And then his iris. Am I talking to myself or am I talking to you? Maybe myself. Iris there, just like a half circle. And then pupil, just here. Like that. And in JoJo, we got highlights. Usually two of them. So one there, and one here. So just like white dots when you're coloring, you can just leave that white. And sometimes we got like lines for the eye just there as well. So anyway, he's frowning quite heavily, quite angry. So a tick for his eyebrow. So it starts just here, in close to his nose, and then goes up this way. Okay, like a tick like that. But he's got big eyebrows, so it comes down here, and then it hooks back up, goes underneath his hair a little bit, right? Just here, this corner. And then it'll come back down, come out from underneath his hair, down like so, up into here. Okay, real big eyebrow. And it kind of hooks back around for a frown and goes underneath there. Then we got an eyelid line, coming around like so. And his eyebrows are black, so I can color it black. And he's got like a little line just for his brow here coming down from that eye. Okay, so his next eye is like slightly underneath his hair, okay? But we're about eye distance across. So like here, next eye, you could fit like an eye in between, right? And then this eye is going to start just coming up under there, okay? So you'll measure his eye, whatever that is, come over at least that distance, right? You want to be able to fit an eye inside here, okay? So that's his top eyelid starting here, this line on this side, and then the back eyelid will be up here somewhere, I would say here, like so, okay? That's like this side of the eyelid coming out from under his hair, so the top of it is kind of covered by his hair. And the bottom, similar to the other side, sort of curves across like this. You can thicken this up a little bit. And eyelashes. And then his iris, semicircle or half circle, just here. Like so. And his pupil. Like that. Like so. And we could add a highlight, a couple of them. Like so. So we can't really see much of his other eyebrow, but it like a little bit of it just comes down this way. Similar sort of way. So like just a tick, you know, just there. And we can color this black. So then his nose, right? So coming down from his eyebrow, we got like a bump sort of there. And then we're gonna add like a straight line kind of coming down this way, okay? Then like the curve for his nose, so like the tip of his nose curves down like so. Just there. And then his nostril, I would say, just comes back this way. And he's got some like hatching lines on the bridge of his nose, so they go like that. And there's a shadow on this side of his nose, so it comes down. Like so. And there could be like some just hatching coming down this way. Couple more wrinkles around his nose. So like just some stuff, you know, because he's frowning like that. And then, you know, just some things like this and some like hatching lines that come down his cheeks just there. Something similar coming down this way. Like that. And so then his mouth, right? So big JoJo lips, right? So it's 3/4 pose. So head slightly turned, right? And diagonal. So we're gonna have lips that go up, down, like so at first. Okay, small, but you gotta make this side kind of longer. So it goes like that. So like say this side is real short and this side is longer. It's because we're in 3/4 pose, and then the bottom lip kind of comes this way. And with like a top lip line here. We could make this a little bit thicker just to add a shadow. Just there. And his chin. So his chin down here. Kind of a square kind of chin, kind of curves up this way and curves back up that way. Okay. Now, so check proportions. So eyes to nose to the nostril there is about the same as nostril to chin. See this? Here to here, like the pupil area. About the same as here to here. And then where his bottom lip is to chin is about the same as bottom lip to nose. So bottom lip is halfway between the nose and the chin, and the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. Okay, that's your proportions you want to remember. So, and you can see now we're kind of in 3/4, so we have a jaw on one side and like more of a cheek jaw kind of drawn a little bit differently, okay? But we'll do the easy side first. So jaw comes up here, okay? Now that's straight, right? On this side, it's more curved. See? Curving line. It's because his head's kind of turned. And then his cheek or jaw will curve around that way and then come up the side of his head to here. Okay, so we got like cheek, jaw, bit of a curvy line. This one's straight. Stop like underneath the edge of his eyebrow and align with his mouth. And then his jaw bone, so like it'll change direction here and go up like that. Okay, and this one becomes like part of his ear, right? So we got like his sideburn here, just above this line, and then this comes over around and into there. And then more bones and ligaments, right? So easiest way I always say is like a letter J, but you can also make it more complicated if you want. Don't have to. He's got an earring as well. Something like that. No one looks at ears, so don't worry about it. Then his jawbone, just there. And like once you get the ear kind of looking like that, you know, but don't beat yourself up. If you get those kind of lines, no one will notice. And so his other ear kind of comes out from his hair, so like up here. Like that. And some bones and ligaments inside. Bit of an earring. And then some lines in here, like so. Okay, now his hair. So the worst part of Josuke is drawing his hair. I know, it's going to make him really angry. He's like, what did you say about my hair? But it's just because all the lines and stuff that are on it, right? So his sideburn here will come in, go back up to there. And then the back of his head comes up, so like there, comes over. And then we're going to bring it across, kind of like in this bumpy sort of way, like that. And that comes down around the front to there. And then there's all these black shadows and lines and stuff that I hate drawn. I know, I'm not supposed to be like negative, but it's annoying. Okay, but we got to do it anyway. So let's just go, suck it up. So spikes, I'm just being honest, okay? I'm not here to lie to you guys. So spikes down here, and then dark black spikes here, right? Yeah, I'm right, yeah. Dark black spikes here, dark black spikes here. It always reminds me of drawing like Spider-Man's webs or something. So we have, again, so we have a dark black shadow coming down the front here, right? Okay, this is like all dark black inside, and a dark black shadow that comes up around the side of his head to about there. So then he's got like this weavy sort of pattern, like this bumpy, curvy thing going on here. Think, you know, cartoon sort of sheep's wool or something. Right? And then we got some lines coming down. curving lines, right, that follow the kind of shape for his fringe just here. This kind of thing. Coming down like so. Oh, and just, I forgot to mention, like, height of his head. How far up do you want to go? So I'd say top of his head to his eyes. Top of his head to his, his eyebrow there is about the same as eyebrow to nearly chin. See that? So that's about the same. So the, like, eyebrow level is about halfway between top of his head and his chin. There to there, about the same as there to there. Just for proportion, so you don't want to go much higher or lower than that, or look really weird. So curve line down this way. So just like those lines kind of coming down the front, okay? Now, so they're kind of boxes, but they're lines at the same time. So like the purple is like the boxes. So I'm stuck whether I'll do the boxes or the lines, because, okay, we'll do the boxes, right? So like we got like, so these sort of boxes, right, like this. So 3 or 4 layers of them, right? We go this way. So we're going across in a line like this with these things, right? But they form a sort of pattern, like a web, right? So the next one above it is like here. So it goes like this way. So you have like a line coming up the middle, like in between each box. See, like a black line will come across here when it's colored black. And another one kind of here. Like that. And we'll put something just here as well. Okay, so like this is like black coming across here. Right? And so you gotta do kind of, I'd say a couple more. So one coming across on the other side as well. Yeah, okay. So let's just do the same sort of thing, right? We might add like one more on top, but we'll just get the general sort of gist of shapes and things first. So like this. Right, that like that, and then the next sort of layer will go up this way as well. One, two, add another one there. Okay, and probably one more layer will do it. So we'll go up again. So we'll go like here, and we'll go across. Yeah, that should be okay. So everywhere else is kind of colored black. Like, so this is all dark black around here, in here. You know, they're all black. And you could have like sporadic purple areas, you know. But the main thing is that those are kind of purple inside, and then the rest is dark black, right? They're kind of supposed to be like lines that go up and so it's all like black inside there, really. Okay. Right, so he's got his neck coming down from his ear, just here. That's basically his hair. You could add like a few more boxes in here if you wanted, but you know, stuff like this. You know, much as you want. But we'll move on. Anyway, his neck. So, neck there, coming down from here, and then neck there, coming down from there. Coming down from his jaw on that side, comes out from his ear on this side because his head is turned. So you're always thinking when you're doing the character in 3/4. So, collar goes around like so. Comes straight down then. And then it comes out around to a symbol on his chest. Oh yeah, it's the love heart one. So you got like a love heart and a peace. So basically, what I can see of it anyway, just like a love heart there, there. That comes down like that. Then we white part comes out down to there. Another symbol out down to there. The outside of his collar, and then his shoulder to there. Oh, and his hair, so spikes up, down, down, and over his ear a little bit there, just to raise that. So this is like his ponytail, or like spike for hair sticking out here. And then he's got an anchor. So we got like a circle. And then with like another circle around it. And then we go down both sides. Give it arms. Like that. Then down towards the anchor. Across up to a point. Back down around the other side. Curves around like the back of his neck, so we can't see that there. And his collar on the other side curves out like so. It's a little bit smaller than this one because we're in 3/4. You can see less of it. So comes out and down. Love heart. Collar comes down like so. And then we've got like the inner shirt part. Comes down here, and this one comes out down to about there. And then we got like a peace sign. It's a circle, basically, or a half circle. So like it's a full circle, so if you've room, feel free to add the rest of that circle. I can only fit like a small bit of it. So the inside is like kind of like this. Right, so in his other shoulder, sorry. So comes from the love heart. Yeah, let's say here. Comes out like that. And go up to a point for his shoulder. And then bring it down. Bring it down. Draw it down. And right, so then his t-shirt that he wears is that collarbone. Yeah, so t-shirt comes across about there. Muscles for his neck. Like so. And collarbone up across. So your collarbone always goes to the shoulder. Comes up and then goes in direction towards where the shoulder is. Same thing pretty much on the other side. So shoulder goes that way. And some lines down here. Okay, I think that's everything on Josuke. Is it? I think it is. I'm not sure. But it looks like it is. Oh, Adam's apple. There isn't an Adam's apple in the picture, surprisingly. So I'm just gonna give him one. It's kind of like that kind of thing. And maybe a bit of a shadow. There isn't, that's not in the picture I'm drawn from, but I don't know. It's JoJo, so they usually have stuff like that. It's a bit weird that he doesn't have it, actually. Right, okay. So, crazy diamond. So, shine on, you crazy diamond. That's a Pink Floyd song. If you don't know it, listen to it. And the whole album, listen to the whole album. And there's another album called Dark Side of the Moon. That is my top 2 favorite albums of all time, just so you know. So the Pink Floyd reference here is something that I love. Right, anyway. Shine on. Great. I'm probably going to get copyright strike. Okay. Where to begin? Eludes me. So his visor. I guess we'll start with his eyes for his visor, right? So kind of a straight line comes across like this. Okay. And we got an eye underneath. So curved line just here. Right, like a semicircle. And this will like curve around here at the back. So that's like the white of his eye, and then his iris is in here as well. And his pupil. Just in there. And we'll give him highlights in his eyes, just like Josuke. Just there, right? So this part of the visor, let's see, it'll go, yeah, it'll go diagonal, down like so first. And then we have another line, so it comes out beside it like this, and these join together here. And this comes down the side of his face. So his head is like tilted like this way. So the middle line for his face is diagonal there. So we're not straight. We're like tilted this way. Okay? That's the main thing to remember. And then this comes back and down to here. So we got like the 7 going on here. So he's got like a nose kind of thing going on here. It's like a pillar or something along the top of his nose, in the middle of his face. So that's like the middle line for his face, okay? And then his visor underneath comes across into there, and then we've got like a double line, so it's like another line underneath, and in here is all dark black. Okay, so right, so we got like the line that covers his nose, so it like comes down to a point down here, and this comes back into there, and then this one will come up the side that way. It's a little bit shorter because it meets the other version of this on this side, right? The other face shield. He wears like a centurion helmet or something, so it's a similar type of thing on this side, right? Like that. And then the love heart is in between these two, right? On his chin. Okay, so there's like a love heart in there. And then his jaw will come up here. And then that side. And his mouth then has to be in here, right? So we got like bumping line. Like that. Kind of like Josuke's. Similar shape. This side's smaller because his head is turned away. So, and then his bottom lip. Just there. Bit of a shadow underneath. Just there. And there could be an extra side. So like that love heart maybe. Just make it a little bit thicker just to show that it's kind of a bit 3D, you know? Right, so the rest of this visor helmet area is going to go up and around here. And join there. Okay, so that's like pointing straight up. It's because his head is tilted and we're in kind of 3/4 pose. So it's a bit tricky, I know. So pause that there and try and copy it as best you can. These sorts of awkward head poses aren't easy. So it's good to practice them though, to get an idea. And curve his eye around there. We can barely see this now, so we can see just some of his iris just in there. And then this is black inside. Okay. Sorry, just getting an image up here. Just a kind of different view of Crazy Diamond so we can get an idea of what's going on with this guy's head. Okay. Right, so the love heart at the top. So this is going to go, I will guess, up the middle like that. And then yeah, so that's like the side. Okay, so that's like the center line for his head, and then the side of his jaw comes up here. We're just trying to get a sense of scale, okay? So we might as well draw this in first. Okay, there. And then side of his face on this side comes up there. And this kind of sticks out a little bit for his eyebrow and then goes back that way. And we can see an ear here or something. It's like a spike sticking out like so. With a line on it there. Like that. And then the back of his head goes up under Josuke's head there. And then we have like the love heart on top. So it comes out from this point. Right? So it'll go. And it kind of goes behind Josuke's head and out up there, right? So the back of his head kind of comes there. And then there's a line that comes down this way. So this is the like outside of his head here. So that means our love heart should go like around this way somewhere. Up around to the top of his head, like up around there. And it'll bump up there somewhere. So this kind of sticks out here, and then we have another line just on this side, comes down like so. Went a bit long, oops. Doesn't actually touch his eyebrow, there's a bit of a gap. Yeah, like that. So there should that bump out a little bit maybe. Yeah, something like that anyway. Not bad. So neck, right? So his neck, real muscly, like crazy muscly. So like his neck starts here, and then his trapezius and all neck muscles stuff. One comes down there. Front of his neck comes down from his chin. So it'll like come down somewhere here. And then he's got a shadow under his chin like Josuke. Just here with some like hatching. So this is black. Like so. And then neck muscle line. So like some hatching coming down from his jaw. And then the neck muscle line will come down like here. Big neck muscle line, and the other side just there. Might have some hatching in here if you wanted, of course. Not essential. So maybe on this side as well. And then like trapezius comes down this way. And then he has kind of clothing, but they're like tubes. It's hard to explain. So they're kind of like just, yeah, they're just like golden. Well, they're blue. His skin is pink, but it depends on what's happening in JoJo, obviously, because the color changes. So these kind of tubes represent like his clothes, and he's got like tubes coming out the back of his neck as well. But say, so like this is one of those, comes down out from the front of Josuke's shoulder and comes back up in towards his neck, like up here, right? So it comes like down like this and goes back around behind Josuke's shoulder and back around his neck up here. And it's like a double thing, so like it comes down, you know? So this is the area, right? So this is a different color in here. And you'll have, yeah, you'll have kind of a muscly sort of thing going on there as well, like collarbone and stuff like that. Like neck muscle or something there. It could be like shadows all in here and things like that, but I won't torment you with that. Right, there's like a chest pad somewhere. Yeah, so there's like a chest pad here, right? Comes down to there and then comes like in here and then down like so. And then the top of it comes across down off my page there. And this will have another side. Yeah, so we'll have like a line on top here. And then this comes down and then down off that way. Okay. And then I think we have some more sort of muscles or plates or something. It's hard to figure out in this image, but a line that way, say for his trapezius. And then we got like a line coming back this way, maybe for another muscle line. And then this comes down like so. And comes across there. And then what we can see of his shoulder pad, right? So his shoulder pad's just big shoulder pad with spikes and stuff. So that comes off the back of my page. So it'll go, start like here, go up, bumps down that way, and then it'll go up and bump off my page. And then this comes out, down there for the middle, just to separate the two halves. And then we have a line there. There. And then a line just to make it look a little bit 3D. So like to raise it up, just give it like an edge line there. And then there's a spike sticking off his shoulder up here. And there's various dark black shadows. I'm not gonna color them all in, right? But I'll draw them in. So like coming down his chest here. So this is black. I'll put a dot just so you know there. And then there's dark black shadow here. Black shadow here. It would take me ages to color this with a Sharpie, so I'll do it in Photoshop when I'm coloring the whole thing. So a couple of people asking how do I color them. I color them digitally. It would take a long time to color these with a Sharpie or a pencil. Watercolor will be quite quick probably, but you know, time, my friends. Another Pink Floyd song, Time. There's a shadow here I'm going to color it in because it's small. Couple of shadows down here as well, but that's shadow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, those tubes that come out from the back of his neck. So comes out there, down to there. This kind of goes in like so, and then we can see at the end of that tube. And there's two of them, so this one will curve in behind Josuke's head, and boom, 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 lines on it, just to show that it's curving. And I'm pretty sure this is the final thing we need to do. Oh no, they're aura. Yeah, so they got some like aura going on. So like this power sort of coming out around them, and it wraps around Josuke and Crazy Diamond, so it goes like, this is my aura sound effects. It's pretty good, isn't it? And then yeah, so you know, and there could be some gaps in it down here, like so, and you know, that kind of thing. Maybe some floating aura as it does, like so. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Hope it was helpful, Freaked Weeb. Patreon request from my beloved patron, a Freaked Weeb. If you have a request you really need me to get to quickly, head on over to Patreon, sign up, send me a message. You can even send me the image you want me to draw. Okay. Hope it was helpful. See you guys. Bye.